this video, I will show you the easiest lead generation automation that every recruitment agency should run in 2025. This automation walkthrough is for you if you have a problem to constantly fill your pipeline with client leads that actually need candidates that you can provide. And it can also help you with constantly adding new potential client leads to your CRM and supply your sales team with lead lists without them actively sourcing this data, enabling them to focus on revenue generating activities. Recruitment is still dependent on a lot of manual work, and mostly this comes from a lack of awareness of what automation can actually do for their teams and how much is actually possible nowadays. Because they are lacking this information and they don't know what's possible, they're wasting valuable time that could be spent on calls or closing deals instead of research or admin tasks. So the automation I'm about to show you can automate most parts of your client outreach based on open job triggers. So how do I know all of this? With nearly 4 years in recruitment, I founded Automate Solutions. We're a sales enablement agency. We're specialized on recruitment business, and in the last year, we've helped over 15 recruitment agencies implement cutting-edge lead generation and automation systems. Basically, I saw all these things firsthand, and we walked the walk. These are some results of the automations that we have implemented for our clients. For example, one of our clients had sent 382 emails and booked 9 meetings from this. Another one sent almost 3,000 emails and booked 29 meetings with this, and another one sent 1,240 emails and booked 12 meetings with this. So these of course are only some examples, but we did a lot of similar results for other clients. And let's look at the automation I was talking about. It's basically about open jobs. Open jobs are basically a no-brainer for every recruiter to implement in their automation strategy. Basically, it has 2 reasons. One reason is most are still doing this manually. That means their teams are wasting tons of time doing this. It means you can get an instant comparative advantage about your competition. Another reason is that it basically is a no-brainer because basically you can build dynamic lists with this. That means you can identify companies that are in your market, and of course you can get supply of companies that basically are in direct need of what you are able to supply them with, meaning like the talent that you can introduce them to. So it's basically the easiest signal for a recruitment agency that a company might need their services, and although it's a delayed signal, it still works well because it ties to a direct need. So usually of course it would be better if you would identify the need also or even before they put out the position, but this is pretty hard to do and still of course can be done, like example tracking fundraising events or tracking the hiring headcount changes. And yeah, you can anticipate a lot of these information, but open jobs are still working very, very well for us and our clients. So as many companies do this manually by browsing LinkedIn, Indeed and other job boards, a simple automation can do this for you and make faster than your competitors. So why is that important? Speed to lead is a crucial metric in recruitment, as open roles can be filled anytime. It means either the company has an internal talent pool that they're working with, they get in contact by another recruitment agency, or they get the perfect application from a candidate. So with this automation, you can easily save a recruiter 5 to 10 hours per week, where they would basically browsing through LinkedIn, browsing through Indeed, or basically any other job boards that they're using in their daily work. This time can be spent on tasks like cold calling or candidate qualification calls while new client leads roll in, and of course this happens all automatically. Okay, let's look at this automation workflow step by step. So first of all, we would always start with screening the job boards. So the job boards that you screen, of course, are always a little bit dependent of the industry that you're working in, but I would always suggest to use Google. Google Jobs is actually an aggregator of open positions. That means they take all data from what they can find online and aggregate it into their search engine, which means if you search on Google, you're searching on multiple sources at the same time. Once you've identified these open jobs, you would use an AI agent to basically sort out all the not relevant jobs. Like you would probably want to sort out intern positions, you would sort out any positions that are an assistance role or something if you're not specialized on hiring these positions. So you can sort out a lot of the jobs that are not relevant already in the first place here. Once you have sorted out all the non-relevant jobs, you would send them into a Clay table. Clay is a tool that we use, which is basically a data aggregator, which combines more than 75 plus data points. That means you can use 75 plus data provider in one single spreadsheet and use these data points to basically enrich and qualify the company. It means you can use AI to basically say, hey, this is the target company I'm going after, and then use all the data points to feed it into the AI prompts to let AIs give you a yes or no if the company is in your target profile. In the next step, we would basically use the companies that are qualified, that have an open position, to find the relevant decision maker at the company. So usually these can vary from company sizes. That means if you have a smaller company, let's say from 2 to 25 to 50 employees, you would probably reach out to the CEO, to the head of the department that you're looking for, or if they have a hiring manager, of course the hiring manager as well. So you would let an AI agent go through all the employees at the company to find the most relevant people at this company. Once you've identified the people, we want to make sure that we always add a personalization to the message, meaning we want to make it as relevant to the person as possible. Usually in this workflow, we would use the job description to personalize the message, and I will show you how this works in a bit. But the next step here would be, this can be anything. So either it's your CRM, it's an Airtable base, wherever you want to write the job and the contacts to, so we can track the data, we can add it in there, and then we would enroll them in an automatic outreach campaign. So why does this workflow and messaging book meetings? So, and that's something we call relevance. It basically means that the message was sent at the right time and says the right thing for the recipient. Everything we need to write a relevant message can be found in the job description. It's basically telling you what they want. So that means the job description can uncover a lot of information about the company, about what they're hiring, and of course also lets you anticipate what might make it difficult for them. We do all of this within Clay, where we send an AI agent on the job description to create the colored snippets, which I'm showing you here. So this is basically the message that we would send to this person, and it would go, "Hi Sam, so you're hiring an AI developer to build adaptive game interactions, seamlessly integrate AI with the Godot engine and optimize real-time performance." So where do we get this data from? Because this is relevant, or this is specific to the job description where we sent this message to. So we get this data from the job description. We can basically let an AI agent go into this job description and tell it to fill this message template. So basically the skeleton of this message would only be, "So you're hiring," and this would be just like brackets where we tell the AI to fill in the blanks. And the same goes for this one. Finding talent with both hands-on AI and game experience can be time consuming. This is a little bit different because in this case we basically generated a problem statement based on the job description. So we basically let an AI agent go into the job description and ask the AI agent what could be the most difficult challenge for the hiring manager to basically fill this role. And okay, in this case, both hands-on AI and gaming experience, which is pretty obvious, hard to find, very rare candidates that have both of these experiences. And then of course can be time consuming, which is a pain for the hiring manager because he has to spend a lot of time on this role to fill it. Another thing here that we add is the value proposition. So how we can basically help them. Our approach saves you valuable time by providing pre-screened AI developers who are skilled in your tech stack and ready to work, ensuring you have top talent without the long search. So basically we provided solution to this problem statement because they say, okay, it can be a bit of time consuming to find these people. We can provide you with this talent without the long search. The candidates will be pre-vetted. They are relevant with your tech stack, so they know how to work with your tech stack. And of course, then we add a call to action. Nothing pushy, nothing too salesy. We just ask if we should send some matching profiles their way. This message books tons of meetings for our clients because it's basically relevant, it's not pushy, and it's personalized to the job description. So while still a lot of recruiters are doing this work manually, it means they're browsing job boards, they research the jobs, company, and decision makers daily. So this automation is such a low-hanging fruit to implement that can deliver instant time savings and bring in more conversations with clients. And if you want this workflow in your agency or have an idea for another kind of workflow, feel free to book a call with us. We can help you build all these workflows within your workspaces. It means you keep the automations, they will run for you in the background, do all the work, so your recruiters can basically focus on making deals. Then reach out to me, book a call with us. And if you want to see more of these workflows, we built a playbook with all this information. It's more than 10,000 words and includes information about the tools to automate admin work, free up your team's time, lead generation strategies that book constant client meetings, copywriting tips to boost outreach responses, systems to reduce time to hire and increase margins, AI-based workflows for personalized and scalable outreach. If you want this playbook, the link is in the video description. Check it out, and I see you in the next video.